This is what I sold for $10 million and they gave it back to me. This was the original server. And when they bought it, I gave it to them. They said, "You've got to be kidding." Over a million hits a day on this little box. There were days this thing was like grinding and smoking.
I'm the first guy to invent a new wine in over 1,000 years.
This is a very difficult business. It would probably be easier to sell drugs across state line than it is to sell wine.
The big wine industry blocks me at every turn.
I only owned a winery because I couldn't deal with the wineries out there that were buying my grapes.
The craziest thing that they've done is dump wine. We call it dumping wine.
They're going to push the wine that they want, the one that they can make the most money on.
You buy a case of this, you get 3 cases of this.
They weren't really interested in distributing his
I
wine.
heard what happened between Terry and I, why I'm not with her.
No.
I donated $8,000 worth of wine to Taste of Capollet. She sold it to him, even though I donated it all. Kept the money. Didn't get somebody to buy my grapes, so I had to start my own wine. You know, I can't get somebody to sell my wine, I have to go out and sell it. You know, I started up a shipping company because I had to have somebody ship my wine. I used to say in Napa Valley, there's a lot of people that don't like me. I sort of take that back. I don't think they don't like me. They just don't understand me.
The Italy trip started out as a vacation. I went to Italy, Lake Como. We're gonna go over to see George Clooney's, see if he's home. Maybe knock on the door. And after that, we can take off, drive all the way around. So I go up and I meet an old winemaker up there that has the only winery on Lake Como. He's gonna kick me off the property. I tell him I want him to let his grapes rot.
No.
You're not.
In Italy, it's forbidden by law.
Salute.
I ended up meeting this guy by the name of Yuri. I find out the guy's a lead singer of the rap group Cartellin.
I'm here at the tattoo shop and do your logo on my chest.
No way.
Yes. This is for Davis Hospitality.
He tells me he's sitting in a tattoo parlor and he's tattooed my logo on his chest. I look at the magazine rack, shows him with all his tattoos on him. So he advertised, so he's my walking billboard in Sweden. I travel all over the world selling my wine. In the middle of the night, I get Rick Willard, my friend, with Flavor Flav. Flav couldn't make it, he was out of town. A little bit of conflict from the old photos that we've approved on the old bottles. Flav wants to change it around, so I'm trying to give him some new bottle designs. You know, the chain will be attached to the bottle.
Yeah.
It'll unravel, you'll be able to put it around your neck.
This is really well designed. The other one didn't look good, you couldn't see it.
Right. And Rick loved it, thinks Flav's gonna love it.
In his words?
By knowing that wine was poured for First Lady and that the Chinese secretary of that is what drove them to actually want to purchase the entire amount of wine that he has remaining, and then go and purchase the next bottling session.
They think it's luck. You know, they're just like, oh, he got lucky. He came up with the idea of wine.com. Oh, he got lucky. He started a Pinot winery when Sideways came out that year. Yeah, part of it's luck, but a lot of it's just hard work.
What strikes me the most is that he's all hands-on. He sandblasts those bottles himself.
Hold on 1 second. Thomas is one of my oldest friends. I was his best man at his wedding.
We've got a couple projects in Marilyn Monroe, the most famous Gemini who ever lived.
His business went down. I sort of helped him out.
I think this is a project we should do immediately. Marilyn's a super icon. These are unknown photographs.
I try to help him out, but it seems to always cost me money.
One small item of business left, Mr. Harmon. It contains the acetabulum, the hip bone of St. Felicitas, who died as a martyr. Well, what about putting a little sliver of this bone in each bottle?
He's still looking for the end of the rainbow, the pot of gold.
You wanted cult wine, there's your cult.
Call it hip wine. I don't do things normally. It does get overwhelming, but I can sleep on the airplanes. Hawaii is my world of sales. I sell to most of the major resorts.
When Dave comes out here, he pours wine for a lot of commercial events. As a revenue generator, obviously, Sony Open and a lot of the restaurants in town.
Those are the two people that I have to target when I'm selling my wine. Either one of them can blow me out of the water. If the wine buyer doesn't want to buy it, it's not going to be seen. The executive chef says, I don't like it, it doesn't go with my food, then you're toast. So what'd you guys think?
P3. No. Either one. I can work this way.
Always a pleasure. Thanks a lot. Thanks. I don't know what Frenchie told you. This is my boat. But hey, good to see you. You guys want a glass of wine?
Of course.
Way to go, Frenchie. They think I'm a local. It's a whole crazy group. I mean, to me, it's if they're sincere to me and they're truly friends, then they're welcome on my boat.
She did not.
What do you mean she didn't end up at your house? Bullshit, she was in your room. She was in your house and she wanted to go into your bedroom.
Full of shit. She never got into my house.
It's the people that he knows, that they know. This big network and organization. What strikes me the most is that he's all hands-on. So he's doing everything. You know, his unique way of producing that wine and telling his story is really amazing. It turns a simple wine event into something magnificent.
Little history on this wine. This wine was made actually by mistake. To have mold on Pinot Noir is kiss of death. But why can't you make a red detritus wine, even though it's something bad to have? It took me 3 months to get label approval with the TTB because there's no category. It's like you going to the grocery store and asking for rotten tomatoes. LPR, for people that are cool, stands for liquid panty remover.
Better than I even thought.
People come and when they leave, they say, wow, that was a great wine event because they remember the stories that Dave told and the fact that it is his wine.
He's very determined, and he's put a lot of time and effort into the state of Hawaii.
I am a wine politician, and the reason I would say I'm a wine politician is whenever I bring my wine out, nobody wants to turn it down. So in that respect, I can be the life of the party if I'm bringing the alcohol. The party's going great. Look at all the people, look at all that stuff. We're having bigger parties than Chart House. And it's just little old Dave. Look at the fireworks. I paid those too. I'm in Hawaii. I get a call from Thomas. He tells me he's got something that he wants to see me in LA. You got a business proposition for me, okay. Yeah. Is this a good one, or how much is this going to cost me? I end up having to get in a plane, private plane, fly down to Santa Monica Airport, renting a car, driving through I swear it's the worst part of LA, bums everywhere. I'm thinking, what's he setting me up for this time? Hey, have you seen somebody by the name of Thomas?
I was just texting Thomas.
Thomas doesn't even show up. It's really irritating me now.
It's you, David.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you the whole story. I opened a medical marijuana dispensary here.
I didn't know if I was going to be jumped or what. I thought, oh great, now I'm investing in marijuana.
And we decided that we have to move. Thought a wine bar would be very well served for this community. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to knock this wall out, knock that wall out, knock this wall out.
Seeing that, my name on there, I mean, he sold me with PinotNV on the front of the building. Just something that I'm interested in. So this might be one where Thomas actually might have hit a home run here. But he still didn't show up. But we'll talk. Let's get this thing going. I'm real excited and
cool.
I learned from experts that, it all takes place in the vineyard. Robert Mondavi did tell me, own the grapes, not the winery. That was one reason why I ended up planting grapes, even though I don't drink wine. The cash crop for Napa Valley is wine grapes. I probably still don't know yet what I really want to do. I mean, when I grow up, I'll figure out what I'm going to do. But I've got to find the next big thing that will launch me. I do things abnormal, and I know a lot of it's not normal, but the grapes don't care.